The people who need to hear it will hear it.
Okay, so let's go ahead, have a seat. Sitting up nice and tall, sits bones pressing down into the mat. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. And just take a moment, just take a breath here. Notice where you're at. And then push your sits bones down and get taller. Maybe use the back of your legs to help you sit up for the moment. Start to feel your abs engaging, sitting up a little bit taller, and then tuck your pelvis and roll halfway back. Scoop and roll halfway, and come up to sit tall. So just starting to wake up the transverse abdominis, getting a little movement in your low back. Scoop and roll halfway. And then we're going to do that maybe without the hands on the back of the legs. You roll halfway and lift tall. Scoop, and then scoop and hold. And we just float our right arm above our head with that micro bend to the elbow, and back down and then left. So starting off, simple movements just to start to wake up the core. And exhaling everything out. Every exhale can connect your belly deeper in towards your spine. So the navel always drawing to the spine. One more single arm. Can you soften your quads, soften your hip flexors? And then both arms forward, take it back an inch, roll down to the mat. Reach the arms backwards, inhale there, exhale, arms back up over the shoulders, rolling up to your halfway point, holding it here. Slide the shoulders away from the ear, so there's freedom in the neck, and then both arms are gonna lengthen above the head, and drag you back to center. Both arms reach up, and exhale. Both arms reach up and hold. Just bring the right arm down and bring it back up. Left arm down and bring it back up. We're gonna do that 3 more times each way. So you're holding the beach ball above your head. One arm goes forward while you're holding that beach ball. Last one each way. I don't know about you guys, my abs are already starting to work. And then roll back an inch, roll all the way down to the mat. Take it, stretch with the arms back. Inhale, exhale, up to that halfway point. Holding it there, relax the shoulder blades down the spine, draw the abs in, with that tuck of your pelvis, and then float the right leg a micro inch up and lower, and then left. And tiny little lift and lower from your abs. So hopefully your abs are already talking to you. Pulling your belly in, can you squeeze your pelvic floor muscles to get a little extra stability in the pelvis? 1 more each way. And then go back an inch, and lower all the way to the mat. Take a long reach back with the arms. Inhale, exhale, 1 more time to that halfway point. Holding here, draw the abs in, relax the shoulders. Pull your belly in even deeper, engage the pelvic floor, and then both heels lift a micro inch up off the mat and they lower. They lift a tiny inch and they lower. Pull the belly in, tiny lift. So see, you can barely see them moving. It's like you've got the puppet strings on your knees 2. And last one, place the feet down, lengthen the legs in front of you, and roll over to your toes and take a stretch. Take a breath there. And then you're gonna grab your band, which I need to grab my band as well. And we're going to take the band around the right foot. And then roll yourself all the way down. Let's get a little stretch in the legs. And my abs are already happy that we're getting a tiny moment of a break because they've been working, bending straight in that leg. I'm so happy to have you guys this morning. I really hope that we can figure out a way to do class along the way. Lengthen that leg up, push the right sits bone forward, and bring that leg back a little bit further, keeping it straight. And breathe. Take 2 more breaths here. A little bit further. And 1 more breath. And releasing that, hooking it to the toes for your calf stretch. Pull the toes down, push the heel up. So breathing into the calf and then point and flex. So you don't have to have your leg coming back as far as you did with the hamstring stretch. You want to let go of the hamstring so you can focus on the calf and then hold the toes down, push the heel up. And then back to the center of the foot, spiral the thigh open and out to the side for inner thigh stretch. And push that right hip down, or sorry, the left hip down as you lengthen out of your right inner thigh. Shoulders relax. Let's take a couple more breaths into the inner thigh. And then we'll lengthen that leg back up to the sky, anchoring the back pocket down to the mat, pushing the right hip away from you and breathing in to that right hip, outside of the leg, stretching through the side of the leg. Relax the shoulders and take 2 more breaths here. And then we'll melt into a spinal twist, put the band to the side, the leg falls across the body looking in the opposite direction. And extend the right leg long on the mat, shaking it out, holding onto your band to roll yourself up and over to your toes and hooking it around your left foot, and we'll roll down, taking the left leg up to the sky now and stretch through the back of that leg. So easing into it. And you can bend and straighten that leg. And breathe. And then maybe it stays straight and you can come back a little bit further. And 1 more breath there. And release that, bringing it to the toes for your calf stretch. Toes pull down, heel pushes up. And then maybe we point and flex into the calf to get a little more length. And then holding the toes down, pushing the heel up, 1 more breath there. And then back to the center of the foot and spiral the thigh, opening out to the side for your inner thigh stretch. Keep anchoring your right hip down as you reach a little further out of that left heel, inner thigh. Shoulders relax. And on your next breath, we'll sweep that leg up to the sky and across the body, stretching through the side of the hip, keeping the back pocket down. Let's take a couple more breaths there. Can you continue to find that length through your left side body so you're not hiking the hip up and not getting the stretch? Let everything lengthen. And on your next breath, on your next exhale, we'll melt into a spinal twist, putting the band to the side. And then we'll lengthen that leg all the way back out. Grab your band or your ring 1 more time, hooking it around the outside of your wrist. Plug the shoulder blades away from your ears. Firm the back of the thighs down to the mat. Inhale. Exhale, your head, neck, and shoulders up. Exhale up another inch and another inch and come up to that halfway point. And then take it up and over, reaching forward, not collapsing, but reaching forward towards the toes. And then scoop and roll it down, keeping the band or whatever you have right in front of your shoulders. Inhale, hands stay above the shoulders. Exhale, peel up an inch, up an inch, up an inch. Get at your belly button, and then reaching, hollow out your center as you reach forward, and then scoop and roll down. Can you relax the shoulder blades away from the ears? So waking up that back body. 1 more time, we're gonna come up an inch, up an inch, up an inch, reaching forward, and then roll back halfway. Hang out here for a moment. You've slid your tailbone underneath you. You're pulling your abs in and just little presses out, press out. just to wake up that back body, plug your shoulder blades away from your ears. Can you soften your quads? Can you lift up out of your pelvic floor and imagine your spine can get longer? Someone's pulling the top of your head a little further away, lengthening your spine for 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Take it back an inch. Take it back an inch. Take it all the way down to the mat. Take a long stretch. Leave your band to the mat. Hands up to the sky. Bend the knees. Bring the feet to the mat. Tuck your pelvis and go back to neutral. Just a couple times. Let go of any tension in your pelvis. Melt into your neutral spine, allowing your hip bones to come in line with your pubic bone. Your feet are hip width apart. Inhale on your exhale, just float head, neck, shoulders up, reaching your fingertips as if they could touch your heels without letting your pelvis move. So that cup of espresso is balancing on your low belly, and then lower back down. Inhale, exhale, curling up, and lower back. Exhale, and down. Exhale, lift and hold. Take the arms back alongside the ears. Press the arms forward. Roll down. Reach up. Take the arms back. Press them forward. Head down. So the hands are still reaching forward. They reach back. Press forward. Head down. One more. Reach. Arms. Press. Hold the arms forward and little reaches. Reach. Reach. Waking up the upper abs and knowing that the pelvis is, your low abs are stabilizing your pelvis. So your pelvis didn't even move for 3, 2, last one. Lower all the way back down. Release the arms to the sides. Relax the shoulders away from the ears, firming the back of the skull down into the mat, and then we'll bring the right leg into table. Pelvis stays very still as you bring your left leg up to table. Draw the belly in. Squeeze the pelvic floor. Make sure there's no tension in your neck. And let's keep the legs super glued together for the moment. Imagine your espresso is balancing on your shins. Push the knees just a few inches away from the body without spilling your espresso on your shins, and then draw the knees back over the pelvis. Press them out a few inches and in, almost like a drawer that you're pulling out of the dresser. It goes out and in. It wouldn't fall down. Not one of those drawers that falls when you pull it out, one that is secure. Oh, because it's only coming out a couple inches. Out a little bit and in. Draw the belly in. 3 more like that. Lift out of your pelvic floor. So it's a micro movement, but it should be so deep inside in the transverse abdominis and low rectus abdominis that you're feeling so much. Holding it out, hold it out, pull the abs in, hold it out for 3, 2, hold. Now marching, tap right toes and into left. We're gonna go switch and switch and switch. So with control, it's happening inside the hip joint. So you're not just moving, you're not moving the pelvis at all. Think about what's happening inside. The pelvis is stabilizing. Breathe for 3. Check in with your shoulders. Make sure they're not getting tense. Last one. Bring it all the way back to center. Hug the knees in and relax. Circle the knees and the hip sockets. Let go of any tension. And reverse that. Bring it back to center. Legs together. Flex through the feet, draw the abs in. So again, make sure even if we didn't move, you'd have so much activation in your core. And then let the heels dip down together and then float the legs back up. So they're gonna dip down together and drag it back up. Collarbone is wide. Give a little tension to the back of your skull, just to know that your back muscles are working in conjunction with your front muscles. So it's not just one muscle working, everything's working together, because that's what's happening when we're walking around all day. Everything is working together on its own. We're just telling those muscles that they're team players. Last one, let them float down and hold down. Hold, pull your abs in deeper. Hold, go down 1 more inch. And now open the knees a little bit and then close. Open and close. Sink your belly button to your spine, staying at a place where it feels okay for your back. For 3, 2, last one. Bring it back together and hug the knees and take a little stretch. You're walking around, whatever feels nice to let go of any tension. Let's bring the feet down just to regroup for a moment, and we're going to come into hundreds, prep in the hundreds. So we'll bring the legs to table. Reach the hands to the sky. Inhale, exhale to pressure your hands to your hips and extend your legs at a high diagonal. Draw the knees in, head down. Exhale. And dragging it back in. 1 more like that. And on the next one, we'll hold it for the hundreds, holding it out and start to pump the arms to the hundreds. Inhaling for 5 and exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. So you determine how you want your legs. Maybe today you do something different than your normal go-to. Maybe that you try your legs higher. Can you pull your abs in deeper? Maybe you take them super low. Maybe they're in parallel, maybe they're in turnout. Just do something that you're not normally doing so your muscles can work a little differently. Inhales and exhale. You always have the option also keep them in tabletop. Where are you feeling best? Inhales and exhale. Maybe they go into table and maybe they go extended for some. Inhale and exhale. You got one more set. Go inhale and exhale. Drag the legs back up. Hug the knees in. Let the head rock side to side. Letting go of any tension there. Bringing the feet down to the mat. Setting up for some bridging. I have to take my sweatshirt off because it's getting a little warmed up in here now. So feet are hip width apart, arms alongside the body, collarbone is wide, firming the feet down into the mat, tuck your pelvis and peeling your hips up to the sky, firming up in the bum. Feel your knees as if someone's got the top of your thighs and pulling your knees forward. Then gently rolling your spine down into the mat. The idea is everything you do, you want to feel lengthened, not shortened. Rolling all the way up. Open the hips, close the ribs, and sequentially rolling it down. So we're not all up in the upper body. And rolling those hips all the way up, hold the up. Push the hips 1 extra inch up. Collarbone is wide, nice long neck, freedom in the neck and the jaw. And then tap your bum to almost touch the mat, press up and squeeze. Tip down, up, squeeze. Down and squeeze. So waking up those strong glute muscles, if they weren't already, and hold the up. Hug the thighs slightly towards each other and pulses up, little pulse up. Pressing that big toe mound down into the mat. Press the pinky toe down, press your heel down. Find some lightness in the arch for 5. Hold it up, lift your heels. Tap the right heel down and lift. Tap the left heel down and lift. So all we're doing is alternating heel drops. It almost touches and then it goes right back up. But your pelvis isn't moving. We're introducing movement while stabilizing the pelvis. Last one, single. Both heels take a tap down and lift. Same time they tap down and lift. Can you keep your pelvis still? Tap down and lift. Tap down and lift. Hold the heels high, tap your butt to the mat, press up, squeeze. Tap your butt down, press up, squeeze. It almost touches and then you go right back up. So it's not a moment of comfort at the bottom, it's an almost touch, press back up. Are you pressing your big toe mound down, connecting the inside line of the leg, firing up through the inner thighs to help stabilize you as well? For 3, squeeze, holding it up, tiny pulse of the hips up, press up. Think of just the up and then up higher, up, hold. Getting all that goodness in the booty. Collarbone widens, make sure you're not getting tension in your upper body. Maybe you need to turn your palms to the sky for that. It depends your build of your body for 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it up, drop the heels, feet to the outside edges of the mat. Walk the feet a tiny bit forward and then lift your hips a little bit higher. Tuck your pelvis slightly towards you. Lift your toes off the mat, digging the heels down into the warm sand, tap your butt down, press up, squeeze. Tap down, press up, squeeze. Check in with your rib cage. I know my rib cage was wanting to flare open. Maybe you need to bring a hand to it and bring some awareness to it. Maybe you don't even want your hands on the mat. Maybe you want them to the sky to help bring a little added challenge. So wherever you're at today, but the focus is in the bum. Hold the next one on the lift. Tap the thighs to touch and open. The thighs close in and out. And in and out. 5. Holding the next one open and pulses up, up, up. Slight tuck at the pelvis, lift, lift, lift. For 5. And last one, drop the feet. Walk the feet back to hip width apart. Sequentially rolling your spine all the way down into the mat once your tailbone touches. We're gonna go right back up. So you get that little moment of break right there. Walk the feet back towards you just a touch, and we'll bring the left leg into tabletop. Extend the left leg out straight and pull it in. It extends straight and draw it in. Keeping the neck long here. Keep the hips lifted up, firmed out, right foot down to help lift the hips a little bit higher. Next time the left leg goes out, it stays out, kick it to the sky, hold. You're gonna small lower, small lift, small lower, small lift. And if you want, lift your right toes up, dig your right heel down. For 10, breathe. Keep pushing that left sit bone forward to keep the hips even. And hold it up, squeeze and hold. Place that foot on the mat. Recommit to the hips staying up. Don't drop your hips down, hold it up. Let's bring the right leg into table. Push the left hip up a little bit higher, square the hips, extend the right leg long and drag it in. Lengthen and in, draw the abs in, shoulders relax. For 2, holding it out, commit to the hips up, and then kick the right leg to the sky. Maybe the left toes lift, small lower, small lift. Keep that hold at the top, press hold, and up, and up. 10 more, breathe. Keeping the hips squared, long neck, so there's no tension in your neck or your jaw for 5, breathe. 4, holding it up, lift up, hold, 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 place that foot on the mat. Both feet are on the mat, recommit to those hips staying up. One more set of pulses up, press up, uphold, uphold. The feet are just in parallel, the neck is long, uphold, uphold. For 10. Remember those thighs are engaged, the inner thighs for 5. And last one, sequentially rolling your spine all the way down into the mat. Take a breath there, cross the right ankle over the left knee and grab behind the left thigh. Let's do a quick little stretch on the hip and the glute. Hopefully your bum is feeling some fire in there. One more breath there, that figure 4 stretch. And we'll switch the other side, left ankle over the right knee, thread your hands behind the right thigh, pushing your left elbow into your left thigh. Let your tailbone be heavy. And breathe. Let's take one more breath there. We'll extend those legs long on the mat. Take a long stretch, reach your arms long, legs long. Inhale, firm the back of the thighs down. Peeling yourself up, up, up and over that big imaginary balloon. Take a quick dive forward. And then separating the legs as wide as the mat. So just a little wider than the pelvis, maybe not quite as wide. You determine where is best for you, but not a straddle, just a little wider than the pelvis here. Sitting up, nice and tall, arms out, so the shoulder blades down. Imagine someone came with their hands under your armpits and lifted you an inch taller, but slide the shoulder blades away from the ears. We twist the rib cage around to the right, twist, twist. Twist as far as you can. When you can't twist any further, left pinky finger to right pinky toe. Right palm is turned up in the back. And then restack your spine in the twist. Unravel to center, relax the shoulders. Twisting the other way, twist, twist, twist. And then you reach. And restack and then unravel. Twisting the rib cage. So let's spiral your ribs down even further. And then diving it forward. And restack, nothing in the pelvis moves, the legs don't move, twist, and you reach. You have one more. You twist, reach, restack, bringing everything out of those obliques, twist, restack, return to center, glue the heels, and rolling like a ball. So fingertip touch your ankles, and we sit up tall, balancing on the sits bones. We tuck the pelvis, roll to the shoulder blades, come up and balance. Roll to the shoulder blades and come up, balance. You use your abs as your break. 3, and then we go into, my break almost didn't work there. 2, we go right into the abdominal series, right? When I thought, oh, this is no big deal, my break didn't want to work. Hold, legs to table, hands behind the thighs. This is your moment of rest. As you restep, roll the shoulder blades down, kick the legs up to the sky, hang out there for a second, rebend the legs. And then sequentially rolling your spine down into the mat, release the hands from the back of the thighs, setting up single leg stretch. Extending the left leg long, framing the right knee with both hands. Inhale, exhale, we switch. And switch. So you've got a great view of your abs. Are you drawing your belly into your spine, not letting your abs mound up? That means you're not connecting into your transverse abdominis. You're more in your rectus abdominis, the top layer of abdominal muscles. So you want to make sure the belly is pulling away from your gaze and you're just cradling that line between your chin and your chest. 3, breathe. 2, and last. 1 each way. We bring it right back to center, heavy and relax. Let your head rock side to side. Let go of any tension as we then regroup back into our neutral, legs to tabletop. Reach the hands up over the shoulders. Inhale, exhale to lift the head, neck, and shoulders, reaching forward. Inhale, extend the arms and legs long. Exhale to circle to bring it to center. Inhale, extend. Exhale, circle to center. Lengthening the arms and legs away from the body. Circle, bring it to center. Using your breath, can you hollow out your center as you exhale? Imagine your belly button going closer to your spine on that exhale. 3 more. 2. And 1 more here. Lengthen, circle it around, bring it all the way back in. Relax the head, neck, and shoulders, drawing circles on the ceiling with your nose. And reverse. And let's bring the legs back to tabletop. Extend the legs to the sky, reach the hands to the sky. Widen through the collarbone. Float the head, neck, and shoulders up. Extend the left leg long. Grab gently behind the right thigh. Give a little double pull of that leg in. Exhale, and the leg does a double pull in. Exhale on the switch. Inhale on the up. Little. Can you keep your pelvis still here? Maybe you reach up towards your ankle. Check out the tracking of your leg. If you don't really pay attention to the leg usually, check out what's happening. Is it staying in line with the hip socket? The knee is still tracking in the direction of the sky. Keep the right leg up and hold. Walk yourself up to the ankle. Take a moment there. Walk yourself all the way back down. Inhale, exhale, coming all the way up, climbing up that tree. All the way down. The last one here, maybe we use our hands, maybe we take the hands off, and we peel all the way up. And the left hand catches the outside of the right ankle. Lengthen your spine and then twisting your right arm to the back. Look at your fingertips and then bring the right arm back forward to tap the left. Twist and center. One more time. Twist the rib cage, center, hold, take the hands off, switch the legs, and then catch the left leg. Roll all the way down. Inhale, exhale. I feel at that moment when we do that, that's when you're on the trapeze, and that's when you're catching the other swing. Because that's what we normally do, friends. Roll all the way up, maybe no hands, catching the outside of the left leg. And then you twist, bringing the left fingertips to the back and bring it back to center. And twist and back to center. And one more time. We'll meet back at center. And then take the hands off, both legs up, grab your ankles. Maybe you stay here. Maybe you come into open leg rocker and the legs come just as wide as the pelvis. Tuck the chin, tuck the pelvis, roll to your shoulder blades, and then come right back up and balance on that edge of the cliff on your sits bones. Roll and come back up and balance and hold. Ah. 2 more. We got this. One of my old Pilates teachers used to fly on the trapeze in her free time. Last one, hold and bring it back to center. Maybe that's why I'm thinking circus today. Hands behind the head, sequentially roll your spine down into the mat. Take your legs up to the sky, reset into double straight leg blower. Glue the heels or keep them parallel. Draw the abs in and then extend the legs out to your point of control. And drag the legs up. Lengthen and drag the legs up. Can you keep your pelvis in neutral and drag it up? Lengthen and breathe. Maybe you put your head down if it feels like it's too much in the neck. 3, 2, and last one. Stay at your point of control. Hold. Draw the abs in and drag the legs back up and hug it all the way in and relax. Let your head rock side to side. And let's reset for 1 second with the feet down. Make sure you're in your neutral, let go of any tension. Legs to table. Soften the ribs into the body. Hands behind the head, fingertip touch behind the ears. Coming into crisscross as we float the head with the shoulders up. Extend the left leg long. Twist to bring the left shoulder in the direction of the right knee. Return to center. Other side twist and center. So you come back to center and then you go to the other side. How still can you keep your pelvis? Exhale as you twist. Twist. Breathe, twist. For 3. Exhale, keep the shoulders opening so you're not closing in your collarbone. Last one each way. And bring everything back to center and hug it all the way and relax. Take a long stretch here. Arms and legs lengthen away from the body. Shaking everything out. And then reaching the hands up to the sky. Inhale, on your exhale, peeling yourself up, up and over, and just take a little stretch forward onto your lap. And let's grab your weights, which I also have to grab mine as well. And sit up tall while I'm here. I'm gonna open my door. It's getting really toasty in here. Okay, so sitting up tall with your weights. Sending them long to the front, side the shoulder blades down. Can you lift a little bit longer and taller? Can you widen through your collarbone? And then just scoop and roll all the way down to the mat. Keeping the hands in front of the shoulders. So as you lay down, the wrists are right above your shoulders. Inhale, exhale, peeling up, vertebra. Pull your abs in to lift. Keeping the arms along with the shoulders, reaching forward, and scoop, collarbone wide, and we'll all the way down. Nice work, Pilates Hotties. I love the control I'm seeing. Inhale, exhale. Moving slow and controlled through it, and scoop and rolling it all the way down. The next one's gonna stay at the top. Inhale, exhale, all the way up. Reaching forward, reaching, and then rolling back halfway. And little taps. Tap and tap. Collarbone is wide. We're just tapping the weights together in our rolled back position, and then we cross and cross. Cross your tailbone is tucked underneath you. Your legs are relaxed, so they're not doing all the work to hold you. And then bringing it back to center, flipping your palms to the sky as you bend and extend into our bicep curls. Bend and extend. And hold the arms out. Flip the palms towards each other, bend the right elbow and extend, bend left. Can you pull your abs in a little bit deeper? Maybe if it's not challenging enough, go back a little bit further, but make sure you're not feeling this in your back. And then we're gonna bring both elbows in tiny little circles. Stir it around. Your elbows are in line with the shoulders, tiny circles. In reverse, circle back and back and around and around. And then pull your elbows into your sides and lift them like wings and back down. Lift like wings and back down. Flying right out of here. Lift and hold. Extend the right arm forward without moving and bring it center and left. So no movement, only the arm. The center stays still. One more like that each way. And then we're gonna add a twist. We're gonna, as we reach the right arm, we're gonna twist over, lift the left leg and back to center. And other side, you twist and twist. I promise in a second, we're gonna roll back and take a quick little stretch. Reach. And reach, one more each way. Press. Back to center, both arms out, roll all the way down to the mat. Reach the arms long behind you, take a stretch. Maybe the weight of the weights will help just give you a little more opening there. Inhale, exhale, we take the hands back up to the sky, turn the palms towards each other. Elbows are slightly bent out to the sides. Like you have that beach ball, roll up to your halfway point, hold, hinge the arms open, and hover on that big balloon. Inhale and exhale. So I want your elbow higher than your wrist. And I want your elbow lower than your shoulder. So it's descending from the shoulder down to the wrist. There's no tension in your neck. Hold the arms open and small pulse up. Lift the elbows a little bit higher, pulse. Let your wrists be a little bit lower than the elbows for 3, 2, last 1. Send the body forward, send the arms backwards. Your spine is long, just slightly lean forward. Maybe it's a bend in your knee to make that happen. And then pulses in, pulse in. Collarbone is wide. Lengthen your spine. And hold, pulse it up, up, up. And hold, flip the palms to the sky. Lift up higher, little tiny bend and straighten, bend, straighten, bend, straighten. Ooh, this one is fun for 5, 3, 4, 3, 2, last 1, hold, lift higher, and then bring it all the way up, relax the weights down, sorry. And then stretch the right arm across, take a little bit of a stretch. Everyone's feeling great? I'm sweaty today, friends. And then across, and it's not even a hot day, it's like super gray out. And then release. Let's come to lay on your left side. Yeah, we'll start all the way down and we'll work our way up, I think. Yeah, we got time to do that. Okay, so pushing the top hip away, you can have your head resting all the way out on your arm. To start, let's try to be on the balance beam. Pull your bottom waistline up, wrap your ribs in, and we'll start with flexed feet as you lift the top leg up, lift the bottom leg up to meet it, and they both go down. So you lift, lift, lower, staying very balanced on your bottom hip, keeping the top hip long. The other day I saw some Instagram video of this figure skater. I'm not even sure when it was from, and I don't even care, because the important part is this woman, while ice skating, hold this top leg up, point the toes, both legs are gonna go down and both legs are gonna lift. Did a backflip, landed on one leg on ice on a single blade. And so if she can do that, we definitely can stay still here. Doesn't that make you feel like, oh, if that can happen, we can do this, hold this up, point the toes, get a little bit longer, and then scissor, scissor, scissor. There's some people that do some superhuman things. Who's doing a backflip, landing on one leg on ice on a blade? Like, that's pure amazingness. That's magic.
That's Surya Bonali.
Say it again.
Surya Bonali.
Is that who it was?
A black skater.
Yeah.
Bonali.
Yeah, and bring it all the way down. I was like, no way. Makes everything else in your life feel real easy. Prop your head up. Actually, let's prop all the way up on the bottom arm. You can stay laying, but if you want a little different challenge, let's come up. Top hand to your hip. Lift up out of your bottom waistline. So we're not just hanging here to do it. You're very active. Now lift the top leg up, flex the foot, sweep it forward, point and sweep it back. Yeah, that when I saw that, I was like, oh, I pretty much could manage anything in my day. Because imagine practicing that and the first time there is no room for error. You fall and smash your teeth out. Like, insane, completely incredible. Bring it all the way back to center in tiny little circles. Neil, do you know when that was? Was this recent or long?
Bonali.
And
I think
reverse.
the move has been outlawed in the Olympics. She can't do it in competition.
Insane. Hold it, get a little bit longer out of this side, and then rotate the thigh open, lift the leg up to the sky, flex and pull it down. Lift and pull. Because if you're too amazing, they won't let you actually do it because nobody else can, and then you will just win. Hold it up, circles to the sky. And then reverse.
Neil, didn't she do it anyway just to spite them at one?
Yes.
And bring it all the way down. Amazing. Bend both knees for a clamshell setup. So you can stay here, or we can come here and then clamshell here. So maybe your pelvis is on the ground, maybe it's lifted. lift, skinning that outer booty. But if you feel like your only focus is the bottom side and you want this top booty, maybe you stay down, hold it up and pulses up. For 5. And last one, send the right leg out straight on the mat. Send the bottom leg out to meet it. Stacked hips, top arm up. Friends, I'm never gonna remember what we did on this side. Twist, bring that arm under and extend. Twist under and extend. I'm trying to work a backflip in here. Twist and bring it all the way up and hold. Rebend that bottom leg. And then let's just prop ourselves all the way up, right onto the other side. That's our version of the backflip. We're gonna go all the way down to the other side now. So we start all the way down. Remember, we're on our balance beam, so long body, push the top of the leg, flex the feet. Lift the top leg, lift the bottom leg, and then they both go down. You go lift, lift, and lower. So at any point, if I forget something, you're gonna call me out because I'm still just really drooling over the back flip. Lift, lift, lower. Pull that waistline in. Imagine you got pinned in from the top of your hip to the bottom of your hip and you're safety pinned in there and you're not moving. Now both legs stay up, point the toes. They both go down, they both go up. Feel that top waistline, lifting those legs, pull the belly in. Nice long neck, so no tension in your neck. Holding this up, point the toes, we go scissor, scissor. The pelvis isn't moving for this. So we've been pinned into the mat and the legs are just moving. And last one, we'll bring it all the way back to center and lower the legs down, propping yourself up here. So we lift up out of the bottom forearm, lift the top leg, flex the foot, sweep the leg forward and point into the back. My top hip is not so happy right now. I think from when we did our lifted clam shells, this did more work than it was supposed to. So right now it's like, wait a minute, what is happening? So hopefully you're not feeling that because you didn't overcompensate somewhere else. One more, flex forward, point and sweep. Back to center, spiral the thigh open. OMG, lift and drag it down. Prop up out of that bottom forearm. So remember, you're not chilling here, you're lifted. Lift and lower. And then we lift and hold, spiral the thigh open, out of your neck, circles. Ooh, get that leg up, stirring inside of the hip socket. Feel very Jane Fonda right now, and reverse. And we'll take that leg all the way down, set up for the clam shell. That is what got me in trouble on the other side. And then we're gonna lift up, open and close, lift and lower. So the ribs are wrapping in. We're staying long through both sides. And then we hold it up, pulses up. Get those hips a little bit higher for 5. And we just extend that top leg out, extend the bottom leg out, take the top hand up to the sky. Lift the hips, a nice long neck, you dive your arm under, and we lift. Step under. We completed everything on that side, right? Twist, okay. All the way up. We're now meet in our front forearm plank. Finding ourselves there. Nice long neck, press the palms into the mat. You're gonna lower your chest to the floor. So you squeeze your shoulder blades together and then push up in between the shoulder blades. Lower, lift. Drop your heart and then push your heart into your shoulder blades. For 3, pull the abs in. 2, and last one, hold it up, come to the knees, press back to the child's pose. Take a breath there. Lengthen those fingertips a little further forward, letting the bum be to your heels, so the knees can be wide, dropping your chest to the mat. One more breath, and on your exhale, roll yourself up onto your hands and knees. Hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your pelvis, rounding into your cat stretch and into your cow. And into your cat and into your cow. And back to neutral, left leg, sweep it open and bring it in. Sweep open for a hydrant and in. Sweep. Trying to not shift your weight into the right side. And if you need some help with that, you can always bring your right hand onto your belly so you can't just lean over. Keeping that leg up to the sky, flex the foot, kick the leg, bring it in and lower. We go extend out, in and down. We hydrant up, kick, in and down. We lift, kick. On the next one, we hold it up, extend, kick, pulses up, up, up. For 5. Sweep that leg all the way to the back, tap over to the right, up and over to the left. Tap and tap. For 3, squeeze the booty, keeping the pelvis still. And last one, all the way back to center, bend the knee, kick the heel to the bum, pulses to the sky. Hold the abs in, wrap the ribs in, flex the foot, kick it up. And then open the knee out to the side so the heel is kicking towards your right bum cheek, kick back, kick. Hold the abs in, and then hold it back, pulse it up, up. So the shoulders away from the ears for 5. And last one, bring that knee down, press back to your child's pose. Single stretch there. Let's walk the hands over to the right side, taking a stretch to the left side body. And then walk it back to center, meeting back up on your hands and knees. I'm going to turn around just for the video purposes. And then your right leg is out to the side of your hydrant. Up. Squeeze, get a hold at the top. So it sweeps straight out to the side and down. Remember that left hand, if you want, can come onto your belly to make sure you're not just shifting over to the left. And then let's add it up, flex, kick, in and down. We come up, up, kick. The next one will stay lifted. Extend, hold, pulses up, up, up. Get the toes all the way up in line with the hip for 5. And last one, sweep the leg back. We tap over to the left, up and over to the right. Without adding much movement into your low back, how stable can you stay in your back? So it's glute and abs. Let's do one more each way. Bring it all the way back to center, bend the knee, get the thigh up, point the toes to the sky, press up, up. Pull your abs in, keep the hips squared. Flex the foot, kick your heel to the sky. Try not to let that right hip drop. And then open the knee out to the side, kick your heel to your left bum cheek. So the knee is up and out to the side and you're just kicking back at a diagonal, trying to kick the other booty. And then you hold it in and pulse it up. For 5. And last one, and bring it all the way down and in. Press back to your child's pose. I think that was everything, right, friends? Okay, I'm assuming. And then walk your hands over to the left to take that stretch to your right side body. And walk your hands all the way back to center. One more stretch to the front. And then you're going to come up onto hands and knees. One time into the cat. One time to your cow. And back to neutral, side shoulders over the ears. Extend your right arm and your left leg at the same time. And bringing it back to center. Left arm, right leg. and back to center. So keeping your espresso balanced on your sacrum. Pull the belly to your spine. It's like a magnet drawing towards your spine. We'll keep the right arm out, left leg long, firm that left booty cheek, plug your right shoulder away from your ear, open the arm and leg away from the body, bring it to center, then round your spine for the knee and the elbow, connect to extend. Open, close, around. Open, back to center and round your spine. One more time. Round your spine, bring it back out and hold, and hand and knee to the mat, other side, left arm, right leg. Firming up the booty, plug the shoulder away from the ear, and we open out to the side, bring it to center, round your spine, the knee and the elbow connect. Extend, open, in, out. One more time. And then all the way back to center, hold, and bring it back to center. Roll the toes under, draw the abs up and in, and we just come into our hover. We're gonna hang out here. After our hover, we're gonna take a child's pose. We're gonna regroup, and then we're gonna come into our plank. For 5, 4, 3, 2, knees down, press back, child's pose. Take 3 breaths here, and then we're mentally preparing to come into our plank of choice, where we're gonna be so super strong while Neil reads to us. Let's take one more breath. And coming all the way up onto your hands or onto your forearms. Your decision, where do you feel like you want to be at today? But whatever is on the first point touching the mat, whether it's the elbow or the hand, it's underneath the shoulder. Extend the legs long, drawing the abs up and in. Neil, are you ready?
I am.
Awesome. Okay, so Neil's on and we're in our plank.
When my father died, Barack came back to Chicago for as long as he could before returning to Harvard. After graduation, he packed his gear, sold his car, and flew back to Chicago and into my arms. We'd made it almost 2 years as a long-distance couple, and now we finally could be a short-distance couple. We had weekends to linger in bed, read the paper, and go out for brunch. We could have dinner together Monday through Friday, could shop for groceries, and fold laundry in front of the TV. Barack was relieved to be done with law school and out of academia and into work that felt engaging and real. He'd also sold his idea for a book about race and identity to a publisher in New York City. He'd been given an advance and had a year to complete it. For someone who worshiped books as he did, this responsibility felt both enormous and humbling. 3, 2, 1.
Downward dog. And take any extra movement you need here. Let the neck release, maybe run the knees out or just hang out in that downward dog and take a breath. One more breath there, and then just begin to walk the toes in the direction of the hands. When you get there, you'll be hip width apart and just let everything hang out. You can soften the knees, you could let go, let some bounce in your spine, whatever is needed for this moment. And then seeing that the feet are hip width apart. Soften the bend of the knee, draw the abs in, and we're gonna restack that spine, rolling up. Standing longer, taller, and stronger than before you came into class. Relaxing the shoulders away from the ears. And we'll take a nice big inhale up. Exhale everything out. One more time, big inhale up. And exhale. Thank you, Pilates Hotties, for tuning in to class today. I don't know about you.